Hey guys, check out this epoxy project that we just finished. We're going to show you how to keep your colors translucent where you can almost see through them. It creates such great depth. We did 3 different examples using the same technique, and in this video we're going to show you step by step how we did this technique using our hands. Simple tools, tips, and techniques can be used to create unbelievable results. You can do these same techniques in earth tones, you can do them in marble, you can even do them in exotic stone. Visit us anytime at stonecoatcountertops.com. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. Catherine, what are we going to do tonight?
We're going to have some fun with some spray paint.
Oh, what'd you do?
Oh!
Our epoxy rocks, Stone Coat Countertops.
Remember, when you subscribe to our channel, click on the red subscribe button and be sure to ring the bell so you get notified every time we have a new video. Thanks again.
Hi guys, welcome. We're having you here tonight. We're excited to show you some advanced color techniques coming your way. Mike, what are we going to do tonight?
Advanced color techniques, you hit it on the head. We're going to have some fun. We got 2 small samples, and if we got time, we got the big sample. Mitch, how are you doing tonight, bud?
Mitch is doing really good. Thanks for being here, guys. We're happy to have you. Another Tuesday night with Stone Coat Countertops.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're going to actually do a couple of advanced techniques. We're going to make some onyx, or a similar look to onyx, okay? And so we have a white board here. It's actually tinted in natural gray. You know that. But we use paint and primer and one tinted in natural gray. I have some epoxy that we've already mixed up. This is our normal Stone Coat Countertop epoxy. We mixed it up before we started so we can get right into it. Let's dive into the video. Hey guys, we bring you lots of value in these videos. If you haven't subscribed, check this out. If we earn your subscription, don't be shy. Be sure to comment below, tell us what you like or what you don't like about these techniques. Okay, so I got clear epoxy.
Great.
I'm gonna take some black spray paint.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that up a little bit.
Cool.
I'm just gonna dig that out. Okay, and I'm just gonna make a few undertones here.
Oh, that looks so neat.
Okay.
Mitch, can you see that?
Boom, boom. Okay, I'm gonna dig a little bit more out.
Can you see the overhead maybe?
Boom. And all this is doing is just putting layers, okay? Just putting layers. So I'm just gonna move that around a little bit.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna leave some white space, okay?
Wow, that's really looks great.
Now I'm gonna take the rest of that epoxy, I'm gonna pour it out,
Okay,
and I'm just gonna use a few different colors here.
great.
I'm gonna shake this up. I got black and I got white.
Okay. Very easy.
All right, we're gonna, oh, don't do it like that. You got it all over our camera earlier. We cleaned that off so fast.
I know, we're pretty awesome here.
All right, so we got some white, we got some black, and then I'm gonna get a little bit of gold in there.
Nice. That
Okay.
was fast. Nice.
And then I'm just gonna move this around here.
You know, you're starting to love this finger painting with Stone Coat.
I do love it. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really makes some amazing styles, doesn't it?
Yes.
I love it.
Okay.
Great.
Where's our torch at?
I have it right over. I'll go grab it.
I'm gonna add a little bit more white spray with some veins here. And what happens here is, because we've done mostly clear epoxy, we got clear in a blob, we've added some spray paint, the black is kind of taken over, which is okay, but it makes it clear. It gives us undertones because I added that black first in the clear. I did mostly clear spray paint in that, and now I'm adding a top layer. Good job, you saved the day. So we got some veins there, and I'm just going to torch this out and then move it a little bit. So what we actually, what we did is we took our clear epoxy, we sprayed a little black spray paint in there, we added that first, and then we added the rest of our clear, we sprayed black, white, and gold into that, moved it around our piece, added 2 white veins. I'm gonna torch this out, and we'll have a piece of really pretty onyx. Because, you know, onyx is transparent. You can see through it to an extent.
Right.
If you shine a light underneath it, onyx will let that light through. Right. So that's what we're going for. Do you like that look?
I do. I love onyx, and I love that it has so much different variety. So there's different colors, there's different styles. The way that onyx works is really neat. So definitely, oh boy, Mike, that looks gorgeous.
And I'm just going to tilt this back and forth a little bit.
Yep. Just like the sediment, just in some of those rings and some of that onyx looks great.
And you see how those colors come back to the top?
Yeah, and because you put it so much down in clear, or so much of that down in clear, you can see through all those different colors. I love that. Oh my goodness, Mitch, can you see that?
Yeah.
Wow, there you go.
So you know what I don't like? I don't like that this is just black, just white here.
Okay.
So let me add a little bit of gold and a little bit of black. See if we can't make it look a little different.
All right.
So I'm gonna just add a little gold in there.
Okay.
Add a little gold here.
All right.
You don't want to just leave one color all the time. It looks more real if you add a few multiple different colors.
Okay.
And there's a little black. And then I'm gonna heat this up and then I'll tilt it one more time. If I didn't want to tilt it, I could use the heat gun. Oh, that looks cool. I'm actually gonna bring some of this black because it's all right there. Let's bring some of it back here.
Cool. You can drag that through.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Great.
All right.
Yeah, I like how the white still has the lacing in it. That looks really nice.
It's looking great.
All right, I'm gonna tilt this.
You got it. Oh, nice. Yes.
See how I can't do. Sorry.
It's okay.
Look at how that's so transparent.
Yeah, that looks.
Is that showing up how transparent it is?
That's looking really cool.
It's a really fun effect. So doing it in layers like that is outstanding. So if you wanted to leave this much whiter, you could not put any black in it. Just those spray paints create a translucent effect. So when you add a little bit of spray paint to your clear epoxy, it's gonna leave it transparent. You can see through it and look at that effect.
It looks so nice. You almost can see it in what's left in that cup.
All right, so what I want to do this time is I know you love teal.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
It's
you're
my
going to use
favorite.
these two shades of that bluish green,
Okay.
and you're going to use a little bit of white,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll bring black in last, and we'll keep this lighter.
All right.
But what color do you want to put as your first undertone?
I think I'm probably going to go with the darker.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Instead of putting it all in the cup, I'm gonna use a little scrap cup.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna pour a little in there.
All right.
And that's what you'll use as that reservoir, okay?
Sure.
So spray some of that color in there. Oh, look at how this looks.
Yeah, it's super.
This is wild.
I
Very
think it's
easy
great.
to do.
Okay, I'm gonna do exactly. You know, one of the things we haven't done a ton of was what you just did, which was the pick up and draw. And I loved how it stuck to the boards. What he did is just kind of let it sit on the top, and then what Mike did, he just picked it up and kind of drug it out here. And because the color hadn't been mixed in, it kind of grabbed some of that baseboard and created that different effect, which I think was really neat.
Nice.
Okay, do you want me to?
I would just spread that out, like make it make sense. You want to go on and off the board.
Right.
So you don't have to go right over that effect. You can go kind of over here and then take those three colors, spray them in there,
Okay.
and then with your hands,
Just move it around.
so you could see I went kind of granule. I went in a directional area.
Right. I guess I'm doing kind of the similar style. Did
Right.
it be too, right? So just kind
Oh,
of.
I do a blob. I do a blob, or else
Oh.
your spray paint will get on your board.
You're totally right.
And I really like how the depth that you get. And
I
it's
know.
important to note, I had a really light board, and then the black kind of covered some of that, but when you see through, look at what you get.
It's
You know?
really beautiful.
And you can see all the way down to those undertones.
Okay, so when you sprayed, you kind of just sprayed it right in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to start kind of in the middle. Kind of get a little heavy. And you said use both of my colors, right? That was your direction?
Yeah, I would. Oh, you got gold. I accidentally gave you gold. I didn't mean to do that.
Gold is great.
I meant to give you white.
White or black? Oh, white.
There you go. It's a happy accident. It'll be your
I
favorite
love,
part of it.
Oops, and that was another one.
No,
Boy, our white has a little attitude today.
yeah, I know.
You notice
right?
that? It kind of got
a
us
little.
earlier.
Or you're good.
We like white.
If you don't put enough color, you'll be.
Where's
almost-
that gold? Can I put a little bit more of that in there?
Sure.
And then put some of the more of that teal.
Cool.
And a little bit more of this little tiny bit darker. And call it a
I'll
day.
go a little more with that teal.
You like this one? That's my
Good,
favorite color.
good.
So you know I don't have a problem with that,
All
right?
right, watch this
And then
now.
I'm just going to wash it with my hands.
Yeah, but don't push it off the piece. Bring it back and forth, you know.
Right. Just kind of.
And don't do man-made swirls. You got to go lift your
Oh,
hand.
all
There
the
you
way.
go.
Okay.
See how you can tell that's man-made?
Sure. Okay. I'll fix it just a second.
It's all right.
All right.
Yes.
All the way to the end, but not over too much.
And then you want to coat your edges too.
All right. So we'll get the color kind of moving. Boy, that looks really neat. I'm excited
And
to
then
see
if
how
you
that
overmix it,
settles.
it'll all come the same color. So you want
You
to
wanna
kind of just do
definitely-
enough to get it out on the piece and then leave it alone, and then we'll add your next layer.
Great. Okay. Just kind of move that on. I'm going to use your glove technique.
Heck
The
yeah.
edges quickly in the glove. Boy, that is like the simplest style ever, right?
Now add a vein of black, white, and your all your colors there. Just add a vein or two, and then we'll heat that up to blow it out.
Okay.
And I would do black to contrast it, where it'll make everything else pop.
I really like this little part right here, Mike. Doesn't that look like some of the neat parts of onyx? So I'm going to make sure I stay away from that part. All right, so I think I'm just going to kind of.
And I would just do 2. You don't want to do too many.
Lots of different colors, but just a couple of things. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's plenty of paint too. Good job. Doesn't take much, as you know.
I got a quick question here. A new Ron's place, new here. What kind of spray paint is being used?
Oh,
So Ron, our epoxy works great and is 100% compatible with Rust-Oleum spray paints.
So
You know
that's
what
a
I'd
good.
like to do?
This is this. We didn't shake this really good, so you're
Right.
getting some boogers
Right.
of that. So I would just take your stick and really work that in, and then we could actually add a little clear, and then go again with your color.
Cool. Can I want to use some. Can I use that gold again?
Yeah,
That was
totally.
like one of my favorite. It really came out pretty over
Yeah.
here. Do you have it over there?
No, it's over there. This is a really fun technique.
Oh, I love it. It's great. Make sure that you go over the side. Sometimes I get excited and go straight to the top. That's wrong. Go over the top. So it makes sense. All right.
I would actually add this clear.
Oh,
I would
okay.
take your stick and run clear through it like you would a color.
Oh, I forgot that you had this over there.
That's why it's good to save a little of your clear. That's plenty.
Yeah.
And that will help it feather out too.
Yeah. It'll definitely-
Try that now. Just heat that up and then tilt that board.
Cool. Let's do that.
Good.
Great. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, cool. Stop.
Is that good?
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
That looks great.
Oh, I see. All right. I really love these colors, and I think that's super nice. For
I
a
like
light
the
color.
black on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
That's enough black, but you kind of had the same thing that happened to me. Is all my black ended up at one end, so it's nice to maybe on one of those veins. So we started the same place. You start opposite, and then
Okay.
you'll get that opposite.
You know, the other thing you could do is also tilt this in this direction, then it kind of makes more sense, because see how this one kind of made its own fractures there? That you could do that as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that.
People are really liking this. These two pieces.
it's a cool technique. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that looks really cool. I'm going to let it go.
That
A
is
little
a
bit
good
more.
looking piece.
Awesome.
All right.
Are we ready? So,
I'm gonna put these over here.
okay.
Al Martin is asking, what type of torch do you use? So the torch Mike and Catherine were using there was the Burns-O-Matic TS4000. That's available for purchase at Home Depot, Lowe's, most hardware stores. And they're using a propane bottle there with that torch. It does an excellent job of removing the air you incorporate into the epoxy while mixing.
We're gonna do a totally different look on this one.
And these we go ahead and we paint and prep at least 24 hours before we actually start working on our project. So just so that you know, if you're new here, I know we had quite a few new watchers tonight, so we want to make sure that they have that information too.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
I like that green that you just chose. That's really pretty.
That is called sage green, and it's a very natural looking green.
Yeah,
we have
it
hunter
is.
green that we're going to use too,
Okay.
and that's really loud. It's like Christmas green.
It's bright.
So you got to
yeah.
be careful. Okay, I'm going to pour some of these out, and you're going to help me
Okay.
make our undertones. Okay,
All right,
I
I'll
add
just move it
more
around.
color here.
Just move it around. In line?
So I would just make those. See how it kind of skip travels over it,
Oh, sure.
and
Okay.
we're just making undertones underneath everything.
Okay.
Is all we're doing here.
Just wanted to make sure I understood our plan. All right. Oh boy, this is certainly pretty.
Now, if I were to spray this right on the board, it wouldn't move like that, right?
Right. It's see how that catches. That was kind of what I was talking to you about, Mitch, earlier. If you can see, it kind of catches it because it hasn't been already mixed and integrated in there, so it just catches at different things. Mike, I think this is a great technique for this.
It's fun.
Yeah. What a cool, easy way to do that. Great.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm going to push this over the edge here. All right. And now we're going to do this in sections, because if I were to just put one blob right in the center, we'd have mostly concentrated material just in the center, right?
Okay.
So we'll do one right here,
All right. Oh, right in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Right in the middle. Okay. Shake up those. Shake up. I don't want to use that color. I want to use this, and I want to use a little bit of black and a little bit of white.
Okay.
So this is that
We'll
hunter
grab
green.
the black and the white. Here's the black.
Cool.
Here's our white. Do we want to put that on the other side of the table so we know how to get to it faster?
Sure. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. All right. So I got those colors in there. Oh, that's gonna be really cool. But you see how loud that hunter green is, but it looks really nice over this black.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty.
All right.
All right. What color do you need next?
We're gonna do the same thing, just right here.
Okay.
So let me have those colors again.
So here's the sage that you started with. Black.
Let's do more white in this section.
Okay.
See what happens here.
All right.
I don't know about you guys watching, but this has been really fun to watch from my end here.
Are you liking it, man?
I am.
Boy, this is really neat.
It's a cool look.
Very easy. My goodness.
It's finger paintings for adults.
Right. Okay, we ready for our next one?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
All right,
And I'm gonna
Sage.
leave a little clear in there. You
Right.
know why?
Because we need to do that for
Boy, I'm
later.
running out of table space.
Right, that's okay, I'll hold it. How about you
I'll do
sage?
it. I'll do it right there.
All right. And
I
then
like the
green.
sage a lot. That's
I know,
beautiful.
it's so pretty.
magic tricks, looking awesome.
Oops.
Man.
And then there's white and black.
What a neat
Maybe
technique.
do on the other side. Okay.
And touch of black. Touch of black.
Just a touch. Just a little bit.
Okay, move those so I can go over and.
I'm moving these down a little bit, and then I'm going to get these out of your way. We are running out of table space.
And all I'm doing here is just coating the table. And it's really important to note too, we like to use our square notch trowel to get everything even. But on your first coat, if you're not totally even, it's okay because you're going to do a clear coat over the top. And it's important to know that you're going to do a clear coat because you wouldn't want this to just to be your finished coat because it's not, it's got spray paint in it. It's not food safe at that point. Okay, that looks really cool. So that's a good undertone. I'm going to actually spray a little bit more white down here to brighten this end up.
Okay.
If you don't mind, Hannah, where's that white?
This is the white.
Spray some white actually on my hand. Good.
I oversprayed. I helped you ahead of time.
It's awesome.
All right. Well, you know what? I like that effect.
Yeah,
You
give me
kinda
some more
brought-
white.
Let's do that. Did you see that, guys? So we just really sprayed it in his
You got to
hands.
have a good buddy to help you, though.
Yeah,
Right?
you got to have an epoxy buddy to help out.
Will you be
Did
my
we just
epoxy
become
buddy?
best friends?
I think so. All right, that's good. That's good.
Do you want some
So,
over there?
so you can see right through to our original effect. See that?
Totally, right? I
All
love
right,
it.
now we're going to do something even more fun.
All right.
We're going to hit this on the edges, which isn't that fun, but then we're going to hit this with some metallics.
Cool.
Okay? So,
Awesome.
do you want to go hit that front edge?
Yes, I'll go grab the front edge.
People aren't reading the chat. They are watching, mesmerized. They're loving this new technique.
Oh, here's something important to note is I used my hand and I kind of did the rainbow because your hand is longer here in front of you and it shortens on these two ends. And so my eye's picking that up, so I'm going to come through here and straighten those out. That's also important to note when you're doing the paint stick. You'll do the same thing. You'll make like rainbows, and you don't want to do that. You want to do straight lines because we can. The rainbows are going to show up man-made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a piece of scratch here.
Oh, that's okay. It's our first coat. I'm gonna actually spray a little gold in the top. I got a large mist spray bottle and I got a fine mist spray bottle. I'm gonna shake those up. We mixed 91% isopropyl alcohol and we did half a bag to 8 ounces of alcohol.
He's good.
All right, so I'm gonna go overhead right here,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna use our heavy mist to start. I'm gonna do full compression. Boom, boom, boom.
What color is this?
This is gold.
Boy, that looks beautiful.
And that starts to add a real different look. Now we're going to use the fine mist.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
And that fine mist looks, I like the fine mist too. Now this is what's cool about the metallic. I can see the gold when I move the light across it with my head and it really shows up and then it almost disappears. It's really metallic, right? So I'm just going to fine mist this thing. Now you don't want to judge your metallic at first because it's going to change and morph on you. But I'm going to finish these. I'm going to put like a stream of it across here.
Okay. Give it some direction.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right.
Now let's put a big old vein through this, a couple of those, and then we'll tilt this thing and see what happens. We'll do what you did is we'll add some spray paint and then we'll put clear over that to help it move.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. Okay. And these veins look really cool when you add clear because it pushes everything out of the way. All right.
That's white.
Yeah, give me both greens. Actually,
Here's
just the sage
this
green.
one's the sage.
I don't want to add too much hunter green because it starts
And
to
that
look.
metallics, they're starting to kind of spread. That looks really neat.
Yeah, you don't want to judge those at first because you'll be disappointed. But once you let it sit for a second, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Did you say you don't want the hunter or yes?
You know what I want to do? I want to add a little bit of these wild ones that you used in your piece, the lagoon and the sea mist. Oh, that's going to look really cool. I like that lagoon. It pops against this backdrop a lot.
Okay.
Now I'll add,
You want the sea mist, you said?
let me add some more sage. And what's fun about building a color, guys, is when you do a sample, I could do a small sample of this first and I know exactly what it's going to translate to on a larger piece. Okay, now let's just add some clear in those veins, and that's going to help promote it to move.
Frame those out a little bit.
We'll do white and black.
I like how you did a little bit more thick, thicker, so it'll be a little wider. That's great.
Here goes black. Oh, yes. And here goes black.
Here's gold. Want to try gold?
Mitch, you've seen some really fancy natural stone.
I have.
And it is not cheap. Right?
No, it is not. It's some of the most expensive countertops in the world.
Right.
Okay.
And this is looking awesome.
Right.
I'm just going to meld those colors together so we don't have segregated colors.
Okay.
And we're going to torch these veins so that they slide very, very well.
Just let the torch do the work.
Yes. And I'm really able to manipulate it by staying right on that vein. It won't let everything else slide so much.
Should I get up in the front?
Yeah, let's get to the front. Now, I could use my heat gun to move this, but it's faster to tilt it.
Goodness, this piece looks great.
Here we go.
Yep.
We're going to really let those spread out. Oh yeah, we're going to go further and further here. See how it pushes everything out of the way? Oh, you could set that corner down if you're... Okay, good. All right, see these little drips here that are coagulating?
Yes.
I'm going to use my paint stick. I've left them before and it looks really cool, but on this one, I don't want them. So I'm going to just erase them a little bit.
Are you happy with it? What do you think? I think it's
You
gorgeous.
guys want us to tilt? Oh, I don't know.
I think we leave it.
Okay, we're leaving it.
All right.
Because, you know, this stayed put a lot more.
Yeah.
And we tilted it that way so that warm epoxy went over those two sections. If we come back, it's going to mute this all out.
So one thing I might do though is you see how it kind of is the bubbling here? Maybe just hit that with a little bit of a torch and then it will soften it the same way it did right there.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah.
That's all. But I wouldn't tilt it again. Boy, Mike, this looks gorgeous.
I love. Now, doesn't that look like transparent stone? Like,
Oh my goodness, it's so pretty.
like that.
Yeah, just soften that right up. That's
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Good idea.
Yeah. Boy, that's really, really pretty. Yeah. Beautiful.
This
So,
looks a little fake to me, so I'll just tap it.
Thomas is asking, is there a SCC epoxy cookbook? He wants it for Christmas. Thomas, we have one on the on our website under color recipes. There's all sorts of cool stuff in there. Patrick, one of our customer service reps, takes all Mike's videos, digs through them, figures out what he uses, and puts them there for you guys. Gets it ready to rock and roll.
You want to talk about the winner of this week's Insiders?
I would love to talk about this week's winner. Greg Rich, I'm sure if you're a member of the Stone Coat Countertops Insider Facebook group, you have seen Greg put some of his amazing work up there. Here, he and his son, Dominic, drove up to Seattle. He's a California contractor. He dominated this money bar for an accounting firm up there on the 20th floor of a high-rise. This is a break room for a large accounting firm. That is shredded money and vinyl down, guys. He dominated this project. Keep up the good work, Greg. You're an amazing contractor. You do awesome work. Keep sharing. And if you want to learn more about epoxy, anything, art, countertops, woodworking, check out Stone Coat Countertops Insiders.
Greg, I had such a good time meeting you and Dominic, your son. You came into the shop. Great time. It was so fun having a podcast with you a few months back. If you guys didn't hear that podcast, it'd be fun for you to hear Greg Rich's story. That podcast is right there on our website. Catherine, love this piece. I want to show the pieces that we previously made.
Okay.
So this is gorgeous. It's just done with black, black and white and gold spray paint over a natural gray looking.
That looks great.
That looks like onyx, man.
It's beautiful.
You know, if I kept the black out of it, it would be really more of a white onyx, and so pretty. And then we got yours, which is, look at how this is developed.
I know, it's so pretty.
That one's really pretty. Wow. What colors did you use?
I used our sea foam. I used, I don't even remember, Seaside, I think. We used black, white. Yeah, those are all my favorites.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Visit us anytime at stonecoatcountertops.com. Call anytime for free project support. Mitch, tell them what happens if they didn't get their question answered.
I've been waiting all night to say that. Guys, if we didn't get to your questions today, give us a call tomorrow, 541-450-1976, or shoot us an email at stonecoatcountertops@gmail.com. There's tons of us here ready to help us. We love helping you guys out, but be sure to send us those project pictures. We love sharing those. Thanks so much, guys.
Oh, wrong
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, go to that. They got to see this one
I
more
know,
time.
right?
Look at that, man.
That was a happy accident.
That is, I'm watching what Mitch is putting up, and it is awesome, man.
Right.
Good job. Beautiful. All right, guys. Until next time, from Stone Coat Countertops, you got this. We'll see you
on the next video.
Boom.
Our epoxy rocks, Stone Coat Countertops.
Remember, when you subscribe to our channel, click on the red subscribe button and be sure to ring the bell so you get notified every time we have a new video. Thanks again.